I know our time is limited, so I do have to ask you about, we've got the securities fraud case that's still ongoing from 5 years ago. We've got the whistleblowers in your office who either resigned or were fired, who alleged that you were in criminal activity for a political donor. Some of them filing a lawsuit that was reported this morning. How do you assure Texans that you are the right person to continue leading this job and that they can have confidence in your work here?
So I think just evidence of what we've accomplished over the last 6 years. I was reelected despite those claims, and I've maintained my innocence. In Texas and in this country, under the Constitution, you're entitled, first of all, to a presumption of innocence. And I respect that Constitution. I work under that Constitution, and I believe with all my heart that that's the way it should be. So, not just for me, but for every Texan and every American, you're presumed innocent until you are proven guilty. And in this case, I would just tell people, look at what we've accomplished, even just in the last couple of months, and in setting up this situation where we didn't have to go through what other states had to go through, because we fought off this voter fraud, not every last ounce of it, but we fought off most of it through the mail-in ballot. So the types of things that we're doing with Google, that we're doing with our investigation of Google, the types of things we're doing with Obamacare, the types of things we're doing with election fraud, with our child support. We just collected $4.8 billion in child support. No state's ever come close to that. So we're doing some amazing things. And so I would just say the proof is in the pudding. Look at the results of what we've accomplished. None of that other stuff, it's claims by people, and those things have to be proven in our American system.
And why were they dismissed? I know a lot of people will point out that these are top aides to you in this office, that some folks have said they had everything to lose by making these statements. Why were some of them let go in the weeks after?
So one, they're political appointees. We all at this level, you bring in your people to manage different parts, and those don't always go well. Sometimes they do, because you're taking chances on people, and people change and situations change. And some of those people left on their own, and some had other issues that we'll end up getting into later, that once this litigation pans out. But I'm not concerned about how that's going to go, because there are issues that we haven't been able to talk about that are individual to each person that is part of that complaint.
Were they let go because of their statements and because of that letter?
No, they were let go for. Remember, some of them weren't let go. They decided on their own to leave. Others left because they were terminated, and there were issues related to their employment that were legitimate. And I think as time goes on, if facts matter, which I think they do, as time goes on, people will see the truth of what we're saying here, that these people, some of them, had legitimate issues unrelated to me that ended up resulting in their termination.
This is all untrue. Those allegations are untrue.
Well, I haven't actually, they just filed the complaint today. I haven't read every allegation.
Well,
but
you read the allegations, though, in the...
Everything I've seen is untrue. Yes.
That's a wrap.